Oppenheimer, J. Oppenheimer. And then you had another individual.
Slaki, did you say the word sword in Hebrew means corrupt?
Yeah, it means corrupt.
Well, your name? Your name don't mean sword, yeah? Your name is corrupt.
Yeah. When I looked at it, it came up as battle. It didn't come up as sword.
You know what it is? There's Korab with the Q and then there's Korab with the CH.
Yeah, Korab.
Okay.
Might be one of them.
Corrupt.
Might be one of them.
I'm going to stick with battle for now.
you might be one of the mighty men coming back, you know.
Yeah, I just want to say something. When you go into the word Cain in the blue letter Bible,
Kayan.
it actually goes into first metal worker.
Right.
And it says Smith right beside it.
Yep.
That's heavy. Like it's Esau.
Well, what does the scripture? I don't cut you, brother. What does the scripture say? The Lord said, "I have created the smith that blow up the coal in the fire." So the Lord is using what Cain, because really Esau is Cain in the reincarnation, man. That's all he is. And the word Qayan in Hebrew means spear as well. So that's the same man coming back, being blessed by the sword, going all the way back to Isaac. Yeah, go on, bro. You wanted to say something. You know?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. In the Hebrew, you've got the ka and the ka.
Yep.
They're very similar, but one of them's heavier, so that's where you get the korab and ka. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So who what you got?
Yeah, so back in Isaiah 14, it says, verse 7, it says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us.
Yeah, and I mean, when you really look at the world as a whole, all of these other nations, they have been cutting trees down, but the main nation that began cutting these trees down were the Edomites. They started that trend, and then all of the other nations followed that trend. Yeah, but the world is going to be at peace because the man of the sword will then stop to rule.
Can I add something? Because trees were always used, man, to build houses, build boats, and so on and so forth. But Esau just got greedy with it. You know, Esau is taking down the Amazon. He had been there for thousands of years, man, before Esau came back, man. Now Esau got in power. Now that forest, man, is being chopped down by the day, man. Big parts of it is going.
Yeah.
So Esau, the way Esau has ruled, man, Esau has ruled with greed.
Yes.
It's always more and more and more. Can you imagine one man? Like, what do you want with $1 trillion, man?
Right.
You know? But you want to make more next year.
Right.
And make more the following year. And more and more and more, you know?
Yep.
That's Esau, man. Just greed. Even though they know that path they're on is destroying the earth, and really, man, if they continue, there's nothing, it's really gonna be bad news for themselves and everybody else, but they still continue anyway.
Right.
You know? Shutting down all these companies that they have, man, is a big loss for them. So basically, it's like whatever's gonna happen later on, we'll worry about it.
When it comes
on,
you know? Yep. That's Esau's the way Esau rules, man.
Philosophy, yeah.
And that's not what you do, man. Because if you don't take care of something that's wrong, then it builds up. It's like a plague. It's like, for example, cancer or a virus. If you don't deal with the virus from the beginning, it grows, and then later on, as they say, I'll do it later on. You're not going to be able to destroy the virus because the virus have already taken over the body. So it's gone to the point where the earth is just in a state of disarray. And you got my man, David D. Rockefeller, which we believe he's what's his name, man? Cesare Borgia in the reincarnation. He's trying to redo what his forefathers did, man. You can't redo what your forefathers did. It's best that you continue on. So it's gotten out of hand to the point where the Lord has to then bring the judgment down by using Esau to cleanse the whole earth. It says that all of the elements shall melt with fervor and heat. And it's, 2 Peter's the 3rd chapter. Literally, like all of the elements will melt because you have barium oxide, you have aluminum floating in the air as we speak right now due to them chemtrails. And then you also have the pollution coming from these cars because these cars are running on petrol.
Yeah.
Okay?
Lead.
So all of these elements that are destroying the body, it's going to be dissolved, man. Yeah, so that's just how that's going to go, man. And that's how bad it's gotten. So even if these Edomites decided to, let's just say, fix the planet up, it's going to take them probably another 100 years to get everything pretty much put in its proper perspective. Go on, bro.
Yeah, back in Isaiah 14, verse 9, it says, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee, to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth."
Right, even all the chief ones of the earth. So hell, in other words, the degradable situation that they're going to experience is moved to meet at them. It's moved to meet at the Edomites. And you know what, too? You know what I'm thinking, right? Because here it is, we're on the public road, and people don't even know what we're talking about. The average folk don't know what we're talking about. But that's fine, because they don't need to know what we're talking about. This is only for the elect on the right-hand side, and also the elite on the left-hand side. But what we're saying is bothering the elites. And this is really why we do these videos, to get at them, to let them know that, look, the prophets are on the scene, and we're telling you your kingdom's falling apart.
That's right.
That's really why we do these videos. Because the majority of the people, they don't know shit, man. I don't mean to use bad words, but sometimes it just gotta come out, man. The masses of the people, the average peon, Edomite that you see walking by and by, they don't know shit, man. The people that know what's really going on are the powers that be. They know what that was going on, and they know what we're saying is true. The most powerfulest people amongst these Edomites, they know what we're saying is the truth. And this is why they want to get rid of the Israelites from off of YouTube. Because all we're doing is speaking the word of the Lord. We ain't coming with no swords. We're not coming to attack them. We're not threatening their lives. Well, to a certain degree, we are by the word of prophecy. Okay? That's just the thing, man. Anyway, do what you got.
Yeah, it have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we?
And that's what's happening right now. Like you said already before, how the Chinese, they have more of a superior weaponry now. They have more weapons of destruction than America does, and they're linking up with Russia too. All of these poor countries that were once poor are now superior economically and technological wise. Why? Because so that scripture can be fulfilled. That Babylon the Great, aka Basra, aka Sodom and Egypt, can be destroyed. You see? So it doesn't really make a difference what Esau does up to this moment in time. It never did from the jump. And it damn sure don't matter right now. What matters is that the prophets are on the scene, and they're speaking about current events that are sanctioned to take place, that no man on this earth can alter or change. That's what we're doing. We're just letting you know, as a matter of fact, these elites, they should be happy about us telling them what's going on. They should be glad, man. They should be happy about it. Okay? Don't get mad at the messenger. Get mad at the Most High. Go on, bro.
Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Right, thy pomp is brought down to the grave. In other words, the word pomp, I believe, means pride. Somebody look up that word pomp, just in case I'm from No, it's, what is that? What scripture?
Oh, Isaiah 14, look at it.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
I'm on it. Go on.
No, to protect. But the one, can you come on there as well?
No, it's cool, it's fine.
Okay.
He's looking for the word pomp, yeah?
Yeah.
I've got a dictionary definition. It says, there's four definitions. It says 1, stately splendor, stately splendid display, splendor, magnificence. Definition 2, ostentatious or vain display, especially of dignity or importance. Definition 3, pompous displays or actions or things. And 4 is stately or splendid procession or pageant.
Yeah, like when you're pompous.
Yeah.
Magnified.
Uplifted.
Uplifted. Yeah, so Esau is in an uplifted not predicament, but position. So they feeling themselves, and they've perfected the sword. So they feeling like can't no other nation stop what we're doing. We can't be broken down. We can't be taken down. They've exalted themselves. What is it? As the eagle. Okay, but guess what? They're gonna come down. Like Jake was saying in America, what comes up must come down, right? That's what's gonna happen. So let's read on.
Yeah, just because
yeah.
in the Strongs it's got own. and it's more or less the same thing: exaltation, majesty, pride,
Right.
Arrogance, excellence, exaltation.
Yeah, exaltation. So yeah, so their exaltation or their level of pride and magnificence is going to be brought to the grave. It's going to be brought down to hell. That's why it says hell is moved to deep yet thy coming. Okay, and that's just where it's going. You know, Great Britain will soon cease to be great. Great America will cease to be great.
That's right.
Okay, all of these superior countries among these Edomites will cease to be great, and we will become great. The nation of Israel will then begin to be in their status, their true status. That's what's going on, man. But like I said, the majority of the people, they don't know what's going on, man. This is going out. These videos are going out to the powerful Edomites that know what's going on, man. All right, the ones at the top. Okay, the tippy top. All right, go on, bro.
Sorry, Salaki, let me just still some more. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms covered. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Right, and I'm going to just say this too. Lucifer don't mean Satan. It has nothing to do with the meaning of Satan. The word Lucifer goes back to the word light bearer. Hence you get the term Louis or Lucy, which means light in the English. Okay? So a Luciferian is someone that bears the light. In other words, they bear their wisdom and understanding, and they exalt that around the world. They're bearing the light. Hence you have the term Illuminati. What does the word Illuminati go back to? Does it go back to the word Satan? No. The word Illuminati means illumination, going back to the word light. So the ones that are at the top, the powerful families of the earth, okay, they would be what you would call your Luciferians that would be brought down. Because I'm gonna say this too, Yahweh Shai, he's also a Luciferian too.
Yeah, because he said that we're the light of the world.
Right.
That's right. You light a candle and you put it under a bushel.
Right.
You put it on a table to light the whole, to illuminate the whole place.
Exactly. And not only is Yahweh Shai a Luciferian, but we're also Luciferians too, because we're bearing what? The light, the true wisdom and understanding. Going back to the meaning of the word. Now you may have a couple of simpletons come aboard. Oh, what are these guys talking about? This is just simple, man. They don't study anything because they've been conditioned in the mind for so long to equate the word Lucifer to Satan. It don't mean that, man. Lucifer just simply means someone that bears the light when you break the word down. That's all it is. So based on the meaning of the word, yeah, Yahweh Shai is a Luciferian, and we're also Luciferians too. You have the Luciferians on the left-hand side and also the Luciferians on the right-hand side. We are those that are of the right-hand side. So let's read that. Yeah, let him finish this.
It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
Right.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh.
Right.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation
Of the north.
in the sides of the north.
Yeah.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Right, and this is why Esau, for some time, they've set up space stations. They've declared themselves making it into the moon, saying that the eagle has landed. What is it, Apollo 51, I believe it is? They said that the eagle has landed in 1969, they said. And really, they didn't land on the moon. It was a lie. It was a Hollywood-produced film, and it was a lie. And that was just their way of exalting themselves above everybody else. That's all it was. But they still trying to make that move, literally and physically, to get into these different galaxies. I believe it's next year they're going to try and make that move. But if they couldn't do it in 1969, they damn sure can't do it now. And plus, you got to go past the Van Eller belt, which is nothing but radiation. Burn your ass up, right? So you can continue what you got.
A couple more verses. It says, I will verse 15, it says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake the nations? that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
5 more minutes.
All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory,
Yeah.
everyone in his own house.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So Esau, they've tried, man, and to exalt themselves above and beyond, and that's why people look up to them. They haven't tried, but they've done it. This is why the world looks up to them, because they've portrayed themselves like they are the Most High and above and beyond the Most High, and people are following that same kind of trend. Which you get the term, I'll call it Edomite supremacy. White supremacy, just call it for what it is. White supremacy, because that's them supreming themselves above and beyond prophecy. They shall exalt themselves, man. Go on, bro.
At one point, America and Esau were the envy of the world, man. You know, everybody wanted to be like Esau. Everyone wanted to be like an American. You know, their way of life, and you know how they back in the day, the Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
If you watch like Beverly Hills and like, look, it's great to live in America.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Miami
Everyone
guys.
thinks that they're the chosen people.
Yeah.
But that's their deception. That's the deception.
Yeah, and that's what they wanted you to know. They wanted you to know that what is it? The Messiah was an Edomite. The angels were the Edomites. Everybody were Edomites. Even the Hamites were Edomites.